Hello and welcome to the debate. I'm Marzieh Hashmi. Thanks so much for being with us. Well, former Pakistani President Pervez Musharraf has gone from 4 years of self-imposed exile in the UK to being arrested in his native country. Now, this after he returned to Pakistan in order to run in parliamentary elections. The government is saying that he should stand trial for charges such as imprisoning judges and conspiracy in the murder of opposition leader Benazir Bhutto during his rule. What has been Musharraf's legacy and what is next for him, and why did he choose to return to Pakistan now? Stay with us on this debate as we attempt to look at the answers of these questions. Stay tuned.
Former President Pervez Musharraf walking through a sea of security forces and troops into Pakistan's anti-terrorism court, where he has been ordered to be remanded in custody for 14 days.
Instead of physical remand, Musharraf has been sent on judicial remand. He has been sent to jail for 14 days. Now he will request bail. When an accused is sent to jail, he has a right to apply for bail. So now his bail will be requested in this court.
Musharraf's next hearing is on May 4. The case is related to his decision to sack and detain several judges, including Chief Justice Iftikhar Muhammad Chowdhury, as part of a crackdown on the judiciary in 2007. During the crackdown, he imposed emergency rule and suspended Pakistan's constitution. Police have declared Musharraf's country residence could serve as a jail, paving the way for him to be taken and held there under what is essentially house arrest. A judge has said Musharraf's 2007 crackdown amounted to terrorism, which is why the case is now being heard before an anti-terrorism court.
The High Court has ordered the police to add terrorist charges, so they added the terrorist charges and brought him to court.
Musharraf is facing a series of other accusations, including corruption and failure to provide security for former Prime Minister Benazir Bhutto, who was assassinated in 2007 upon her arrival in Pakistan. He's been even accused of involvement in Bhutto's murder, as well as the assassination of a Baloch dissident leader. Musharraf may be charged with high treason, which is punishable by death. One of the controversial issues surrounding Musharraf is his consent to the U.S. assassination drone attacks on Pakistan's soil. The former general has admitted that he gave the go-ahead to the U.S. to fly its UAVs over Pakistan and hit intended targets. Many in Pakistan consider these drone strikes a violation of their country's sovereignty, and Musharraf's approval of such attacks has tarnished his image among his own people. Musharraf returned to Pakistan to contest the upcoming presidential election, but has been disqualified for running for the vote. As for his legacy, his opponents say he sold out Pakistan to the U.S. and got many innocent people killed by American drones. This is while Musharraf's supporters consider him as an icon and say he made great services to the nation in terms of security and economic development as well as democracy. Whatever his legacy, there are serious doubts as to whether the former general will be able to return to political life again, at least not in the near future.
Well, I'd like to welcome my guest to the program, President of Society for International Reforms and Research, Said Ali Wasif, out of Washington, and investigative journalist Naveed Ahmed out of Islamabad. Thank you both for being with us. Well, let me start this off in Washington with Said Wasif. What do you think was Musharraf's legacy as president?
Well, before I go ahead with this question, with the answer of this question, first you have to understand the dynamics of Pakistan's politics. Pakistan's politics has been in and around the influence of the Pakistan's military, period. That has been Pakistan's politics since its inception, unfortunately. Now, the case with Musharraf is, The American influence, as far as the American influence is concerned in Pakistan, that has been a case since its inception, again. As far as corruption is concerned, it has been since its inception, again. As far as nepotism and other political maneuvering is concerned, it has been, or they have been, since the day of inception. So these are nothing new. The only thing Musharraf made a difference there during his 8 years, 9 years of reign was there was relatively a pretty calm and peaceful environment in Pakistan, except for the bashing of the criminals and terrorists in the northern areas of Pakistan in the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province. And that was against pro-Taliban and pro-Al-Qaeda leaders. So that was totally okay under the domestic norms, under Islamic law, under international legal norms. He basically stabilized Pakistan's political environment, made a breakthrough in the economic kind of development, kind of economic and financial stuff there in Pakistan.
Okay, well, let me use it because I want to get our other guests in on this. Stay with me, Mr. Wasif. Mr. Ahmed, why do you think that Mr. Musharraf chose to return from the UK at this time, after 4 years of being in a self-imposed exile? Why now?
Well, there was somewhere a doubt in his mind that he has left very good memories with the Pakistani people, and Pakistanis are sick and tired of what People's Party's government has been doing over the past 5 years, which he actually handed over under a secret deal and which let him govern the country for about a year after it took over. So the feeling within pro-Musharraf camp was that there is not going to be any possibility of elections owing to his legacy of war against terror that has actually ripped Pakistani economy and society apart. And secondly, his aides in Pakistan, and some of them who are sitting in foreign capitals, were telling him that you are still the hero and you are going to make a lot of difference. People still miss you. And this was all through Facebook. I think Musharraf was not following Twitter, where people tend to speak truth more than that. Now when he comes to Pakistan, he realizes that military is not at his back, that he thought it would be. Then he also realized that media is not with him, which he thought he can buy off. And thirdly, he also did not realize that United States, his mentor, would also be supporting him. And United States, on the second or third day of this trial, gives a clear press release that we would stay neutral in this situation and we want to see a peaceful and democratic Pakistan, whatever that may mean for the US, but at least Pervez Musharraf could really get the message. And on top of it all, the mood in Pakistan is only for democracy now. Pakistan was created after 3rd of June plebiscite amongst the Muslims, and it was not a dictatorship. Pakistanis always loved democracy, and General Pervez Musharraf was an illegitimate tyrant, and he was not the president, not so much accepted by the people. And that's what we saw. When he went beyond a certain line of patience, people kicked him out. So I don't think Musharraf